Heather's father wanted to have a son, but the universe had its own plans, and they had a little girl, Heather. The man was not very upset, and he began to raise his daughter as a son. Therefore, Heather had no girlish manners at all. From very early childhood, the girl was a very badass child. A whole company of 5 such bullies gathered at the school and kept the whole class in fear. Heather and her friends teased and offended the children in every possible way, and as a result, relations with classmates were finally spoiled. Especially the girl loved to offend Linda and Megan. They were gentle, quiet classmates, and Heather got incredible pleasure when she brought them to tears with her jokes. Tom, a classmate, once stood up for the girls. He tried to put Heather in her place but did not calculate his strength. Heather literally teased him so much that his parents were forced to send him to another school. Heather was very happy about her victory. No amount of mom's talking helped. The girl believed that she was doing the right thing. One day, Mom couldn't stand it. They were leaving the principal's office after another complaint about Heather. "Don't you understand that you will reap what you sow, and your behavior will respond to you in the future?" her mother exclaimed. Heather was very surprised because she did not sow anything and did not understand what her mother was talking about. She just didn't say anything, ignoring her mother's words. And only a decade later, she realized the true meaning of what was said. After about 10 years of high school, a higher power decided to let Heather know that you can't hurt people with impunity. She came to get a job, and the interview was conducted by her former classmate Linda. She did nothing to show that she recognized Heather. She was courteous, polite, and impartial. But, of course, Heather didn't get a call after the interview. She tried to find out the reason for the refusal and was told in plain text that they did not want to see her on the staff of the company. She was very surprised by this answer, but her memories took her to school years. After all, Heather said something similar to Linda when she chased her off the school playground. And then there were a series of fantastic coincidences. Heather tried to enroll her daughter in kindergarten. She went to the manager's office and met Megan there. There was no free space in the kindergarten for Heather's baby, and the girl still doubted that the universe was taking revenge on her. But just a week later, she unfortunately broke her leg while climbing the stairs. They brought Heather to the hospital with her broken leg, and the surgeon who took her turned out to be Tom, her classmate. She was put in a cast, but it cracked a week later. And that's when Heather thought, maybe it's a coincidence, or maybe just petty revenge. After this incident, she understood what her mother meant when she said that proverb. Heather decided to come to the annual reunion and publicly apologize to every classmate for her misbehavior as a child, and she was forgiven. Before offending people, remember that evil comes back to you like a boomerang. After all, what goes around comes around.